What's up? It's Austin Rutherford. Manifestation is something I think about all the time, and I get asked, how do you manifest something into reality? So I'm sitting here in a Rolls Royce. This was a dream of mine at first. I just walked downstairs from my apartment in Florida. It was a dream of mine to once be in Florida, and I thought about those things in my head before they ever became real in real life. But let me make something very, very clear here. Thoughts alone won't get you what you want. Thoughts with consistent actions in the right manner will get you to where you want to be. So today we're talking about manifestation, and make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. And in this video, my plan is to show you how to manifest things into reality, and I'm going to show you my next thing that I'm manifesting right now. So let's get to it. So we're headed out to the next thing that I want, which I'm going to show you here in a few minutes so you can really understand the idea of manifestation. But what is the actual process of manifesting? So what that means is that you think things basically into reality. So you have to become very emotionally tied to what you want in life. So what you need to do is you need to take time to figure out what a perfect day looks like for you. Who are you waking up with? Where are you going to work? Are you going to work? Are you sitting in an office? Where are you living? What are you seeing outside of your windows? You got to become very, very clear on exactly what a perfect day looks like for you, and literally take some time, whip out a journal or a piece of paper and write down exactly what you want in life. But become very emotionally tied to that. And if you don't know like what it is, if you just have this thought of like, I want a Rolls Royce Wraith, right? You can't just think and say like, I want a Rolls Royce Wraith. What color do you want it to be? What type of stitching in the headliner? What type of stars in the roof? Like, what exactly do you want? And if you still don't know, go out and experience those things. So I sat in many Rolls Royce Wraiths before I ever got one, because I wanted to become emotionally tied to it. I would go to dealerships and I would ask to sit in the cars. And you might get turned down, or you might like be looking at a $10 million house and they might not let you into the property. That's fine. Look from the outside. Touch, feel, taste, whatever it is, exactly what you want, and become more emotionally tied to it. Because when you're emotionally tied to something, your body senses that, and it finds ways to turn those things into a reality. So what happens is if you know you want to make $1 million, right, and you envision that cash money, $1 million or $1 million in your bank account or whatever it looks like, guess what? Your mind starts to think of ways to make that a reality for you. So it starts looking at opportunities differently. And in the everyday life, when people are just out there hustling and bustling, they don't think of bigger opportunities because they don't actually know what they want. But if you know, like, I need $1 million by May 31st, 2022, put a date on it, so you have a hard cutoff time as well. Without a date, it's not even a goal. So put a date exactly when you want that, and then your mind will start to make that happen. You'll see opportunities, you'll talk to people, you'll network with people, and you'll be able to put the right things and the right people together, again, to make it a reality. So you have to become very emotionally tied to it. And I know this sounds corny. I've been here many, many times, like, whoa, I want to get emotion. I can just think things into existence. All these things, I've heard it many, many times. But yes, the answer is yes. That's actually how you do it. Again, I've been there many times in my life. This car, moving to Florida, the custom house that I built at 24 years old, how much money I've been able to make, all those things were real here before they ever became real in real life. But if they were never here, I never would have known what I actually wanted in life, and then they never would have became a reality. So the way that I do it, I manifest in the shower or overlooking my balcony across the city. It's just something like I find a lot of peace in that. I love showers for some reason. So that's where I do my manifestations. And when I do it, I think literally exactly my perfect day. What time am I waking up? Where am I working out? How am I working out? Where am I showering? What does the bathroom look like? What am I eating for breakfast? Who am I with? Am I with kids? Am I with my family? Who am I with? Where am I going? Am I going into work? Am I working? Am I jumping on a private jet to go on vacation? Am I going out on a yacht with some of my best friends? Exactly what I want in life, and I did that when I built my custom house. And I envisioned the entire thing, having a weight room in the basement, having a big old bathroom with body jets and rain shower heads, having a 3-car garage with a Rolls Royce and a Range Rover in it, the girl that I wanted, the open concept kitchen that I wanted, everything. And then magically, I was able to build a house with those exact same specs. And I wasn't even planning on building the house. I bought the land 2 or 3 years before that. And one day I woke up, I was like, man, like, I can make this a reality. Then I went out and made more money and was able to build the house. So I know exactly what I want in my life, and I think about it every single day. And then sooner or later, again, thoughts alone don't get you there. But if you take thoughts and consistent action in the right direction, it'll eventually get you to what you want at the end of the day. So I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys here. You know, this is something I don't really share often, but so make sure you smash that like button. But there's a time in my life where I was dating around in life. I didn't know what I wanted. I never even really thought about what I wanted. I know what I didn't want, and somehow like that kept popping up. I don't get it, but it's probably because I thought about it and that's what came to reality. But I took the time to manifest exactly what I wanted in my life as far as a significant other, my girlfriend. And I literally wrote down, I think it's close to 200 traits that I wanted in my significant other. So I became very clear on what I wanted. I knew exactly what I wanted. And then, you know, a year and a half later, magically happens that I met a girl that fit 99% of those things. And I've been with her for 3 years now. So like, this works across the board, by the way. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, so I just moved to Florida, and I always knew I wanted to be by the ocean. I always knew I wanted to have, you know, ocean views and all those good things. So I'm here now. All right, cool, what's next? So next is I gotta buy a big house. You know, I like big houses. You know, I like to entertain. I like to have friends over. So guess what I started doing? I started driving around, looking at neighborhoods to see exactly what I wanted. And, you know, I do this like once or twice a week. I'll drive down because I know where I want to be now. I know I want to be on the water, close to these places. So every week, once or twice a week, I'll just drive down here in the morning or the evening after dinner or something. And I'll just drive and go look at the houses that I want. So I know exactly what I want. What color do I want the house? How big do I want the house? What type of driveway? How many car garage do I want? All these things, I'm becoming very clear in my head exactly what I want. And by the way, I know how much these houses cost. I know how much the property taxes are on them. I know how much my monthly mortgage expense is gonna be. Like, I know exactly what I want. And I promise you, and we're gonna rewind this video when this happens, give me a couple years. We'll be in one of those houses and we're gonna play this video. So I'm driving through a neighborhood now. You know, I'm just gonna kind of point out things, you know, kind of tell you what I look at when I first started driving around. But if you look out here like that, I like, what's the word? Modern builds. So if you look at this house right here on the right, the white one, it's a modern build. It's like a square build, but it's not big enough for me. That house ain't big enough. So all these other houses are kind of, I don't even know what they are, like traditional or something like that. So I'm gonna keep driving around. I'm gonna show you the house that I actually want. So bear with me 1 second. So this is one of the first houses that I saw when I got down here. If you look over here on the right, this is a super modern build house. And it's actually for sale right now. This is for almost $6 million. So it's a 4-car garage, it's 7 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, ocean, waterfront. It's got the pool in the backyard, it's got everything you want. So that was like, oh, okay, you know, I kind of know where I want to be at this point. But like, that was right next to the main drag. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's not the one. So this is the one that I want. It might not be this exact house in this exact location, but I know very clearly what I want. And something like this would cost me somewhere around $40,000-ish a month to live here, give or take. It cost me somewhere in the $6 to $8 million range. And you know, to build something too, if you want to like tear something down and build it, it takes 2 to 3 years to build it. So that's obviously something to take into account as well. But if you look right here on the right, you know, this is basically what I want. 4-car garage, 7 beds, 7.5 bath, super modern build. It's got the pool out back. It's got the yacht docking out back. It's got everything that I want right there. So now I know the color that I want, the way that I want it built, you know, the price, how much it's gonna cost me. So I'm already playing games in my head. Like, all right, bet that's gonna cost me 40 grand a month to live there. What can I do to build a business to then make $40,000 more a month, right? So if you want something in life, how do you get somebody else to pay for it? So I'm already playing those mind games. That's what manifestation does. It's like, all right, you start playing chess instead of checkers, and you try to start making more money so you can afford things that you want. So it's super, super powerful. I know a lot of people like joke about, you know, this whole manifestation thing. Do you really think you can think things into reality? And it's just thinking? No, you can't think things into reality. But if you think things and know exactly what you want and take the action and live like the right way and know exactly what you want and live for that, sooner or later those things are going to become reality in your life. So drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on manifestation, if it's ever worked in your life or why you haven't started manifesting yet. While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can get all this content going forward. And as always, appreciate you being here. See you on the next one.